who is a business owner, and we're going to talk about this like really cool product he's been working on, and sort of how he got here. So I want to start off by asking you, what made you get into technology? Was it like at a young age?
Well, so in college, my major is economics and also mechanical engineering. So I love technology. I love everything about technology.
Mm-hmm.
And for my product, this body camera, I just wanted to make the world a safer place for everyone.
So I know you didn't grow up here in like Southern California, right?
No,
So can you tell us a little about like your background and how that influenced what you're doing with this camera?
definitely. So I grew up in China, Beijing, and I was there until I was 13 years old, and then I moved here to SoCal. So one thing I noticed that kind of a growth in China is all the cameras. When I was young, there's almost no cameras on the street, and the crime rate is actually somewhat a little higher. It's not crazy in China, but it's a little higher. But all of a sudden, there's different kind of cameras. I would say at least 20 per intersection. So that's a crazy number, and it made China safer. And here's why I'm doing it.
Yeah. Okay. So you moved here at some point, right? And
Yes,
then
when
you
I was
continued
13.
studying here, right? Did you always know that you wanted to have your own product, or was it something that came along later as you were studying?
Well, I didn't think I was gonna grow up to be a business owner or an entrepreneur, so to say. It's just there for me.
Yeah. Because prior to this, you were
Opportunity.
doing cars, right?
I was doing cars.
Can you talk about your passion for cars? And perhaps it had to do with, all the parts and learning how
Oh
something
yeah.
works. Yeah.
So I do love cars. I had multiple cars, uh, almost crashed all of them. I would say. The engine caught on fire, this and that stuff.
Casual, yeah. Just
Casual stuff.
Yeah.
Um, so my interest to cars is in everyday life. I cannot live without cars.
Yeah.
I kid you not, I got admitted into NYU. I ended up going because I cannot drive there. So I ended up going to Cal Poly, which is also a mechanical engineering major school.
Yeah.
So I'm happy about it, and yeah, I hope I hope I get to play around with cars a lot.
So with your working on cars, is there something that you took from that aspect of like that business and brought it into your own product?
Yes. So cars, mainly I was doing import and exporting. I buy cars here. I sell them to those countries who doesn't make those cars. So, in a way of saying is, I kind of give all the people an opportunity to have a car that they want, but their country doesn't offer. So, I wish that they would be thanking me for that, in a way. Yeah.
That's really cool because you did that all when you're 25, right?
Yes.
That's really cool.
And you were saying that how's it connected to this?
Yes.
So it's import and export.
Import and export. Okay, so you were learning sort of the legislation of everything too,
Yes.
right? There's a lot of paperwork probably
Oh,
involved.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Logistics.
Yeah. Would you say that's your least favorite part, or what?
That is definitely something that I would not try to do myself. I would push it to my colleague, my partners, my friend, whoever that is willing to help me do it. So I can just sit back and pick cars, have fun with my body camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So right before we get to it,
Okay.
what is your favorite thing about having a fast car? Do you like to drive long distances, or is it more just having the car? Do you get tired of driving?
No, I drive my car every day.
Yeah, you enjoy it.
I enjoy it.
That's amazing. Okay.
I had 20,000 miles per day. Per year. Sorry.
Yeah, that's that's a lot.
That's a lot of drive.
I mean, yeah, it's good if you're an entrepreneur and getting out there. Okay, so let's talk about your camera. Can you introduce it to us?
Yes.
Give us a gist.
All right. So here's my first ever product, body camera, and my company is actually here in the back, Falcon Innovative Technologies. So right now we're just focusing on sell to the government around the world to basically fill what they don't have. Like they gotta have something to record as evidence, help their citizens in sort of a way,
Mhm.
make everything fair, basically.
Because like dash cams do exist and things like that, but yours is like catered specifically for the body, right?
Yes.
So can you tell us about like why you wanted to go into like maybe like the forces and people that are like enforcing the law versus like to civilians at first?
Because it's a lot. There's a lot of controversial in there. People would often say there's police brutality. There's, you know, people don't like the police.
Yeah.
That's the thing. So we kind of want to change that because we know how hard they work to keep our cities safe, and we want to bring justice to the table.
So what it is just showing the, sort of the truth and what actually happens.
Yes.
Okay. So can you tell us some of these features, like what went into this design? I'm looking at it's a very small size,
Yeah.
but it's got a lot of features and buttons. So
It does.
okay.
So in the back, you can see there's a huge, or not huge, fair size display, and here's the home button. It has all the features that you can use. It's not only a body cam. It's also a walkie-talkie.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to plug in a SIM card, get into a group chat, kind of, per precinct, per station, and it has push to talk.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of they can wear a walkie-talkie, they can just have a body camera.
Yeah. So once you get your contacts, it serves like a walkie-talkie as well.
Yes, it does.
And it has front and back camera, right?
It does. It has two cameras, and the front supports 2K.
Mm-hmm.
The back supports 1080.
Yeah. So it's got. So I see it has on this side. It's pretty small, but you can see this is recording, right?
Yes.
And then this is the F is the flash.
F is actually flash, and also you can customize it. So
It'd be flashlight too, right?
Is it bright? Kind of.
You can see that it's on, yeah.
Yeah.
And then on the other side you have the regular camera, right?
And it can also do this.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just like it's giving police.
Yes.
It's giving police.
So technically we cannot have this feature.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
On the other side, there's push to talk, which we can talk like this.
Yeah.
And someone will hear us.
Yeah.
We got the picture
Mm-hmm.
to take a picture.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
To hear it, and also recording.
Okay.
So if we're in a situation that we cannot have this out for people to see, we can put them in our pocket and record.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's almost like a gadget from like the 90s or something. You're bringing back what
so
worked. Yeah.
Speaking of that, it has the same feature as the 90s, which you can take the battery out and pop a new one in there.
Yeah. And why is this feature so important, do you think?
Because some officers maybe they have 10-hour shifts, and maybe something was going on in the last minute, and happens to run out of juice for this one.
Yeah.
They can have a new one in there.
Yeah.
And when I take out this battery, it continues filming.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So how long can it film?
Hypothetically, it can do 8 hours, but I've seen it go 10.
Yeah. So that's cool. It covers the shift if you have it charged.
Oh, yeah.
So how does it charge usually? Like.
So there's two ways of charging. One is a magnetic, so they can stay on the hub.
Yeah.
Because it's waterproof.
Yeah.
So that's how we designed it.
Yeah.
And also there's a Type C for faster charging.
Yeah. And ideally, if you're out and about, you probably just would have it charging most of the time.
Yes, we'll have it charged. So we were thinking of developing a hub that we can put in the car. So every time we get in the car, we can just sit on the hub.
Yeah, it's for easy
And
mounting.
it can have the same feature as a dash cam. Because it'll be in the dash.
Yeah, so it can double. You don't only need one.
Yes.
For this one, can you show us the mount for the body?
Of course.
Like it's a very strong magnet. You said, yeah I don't want to touch it if it's gonna snap.
So we designed this ourselves, and it's a slide on.
Yeah.
And it's strong.
Yeah.
Strong magnet.
Yeah, that was a click.
Yeah. And we're at a tiny space, so I don't want to put it on and just start jumping. But
Yeah.
I guarantee you, it won't fail.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. So, can you tell us about, because you're manufacturing in China, is that
Yes.
correct? Can you tell us why you chose there? You said something it's like really fast, right?
Oh yeah. So for this mount, I had this idea. I told the factory we had a meeting for 3 hours, and then after 5 days, they got this made.
Yeah, that's amazing.
It's crazy, and well, they got this made, but not in the perfect form. So I had them fix it, get a new sample out. It took them 2 weeks to get this right from day one.
Yeah, when you told me about this product, I thought you'd been working on it for like half a decade, but it's been in the works for how long?
It's been in the works for 6 months.
Yeah, so it's a pretty quick development then.
From
You had the
scratch.
idea. Yeah.
Yes.
So how did you find your partner to work on it? Like, because I know if you're developing something, you want it to be perfect, and the
Of
people
course.
are important.
So I worked with in China my kind of half brother I grew up with, like different parents, brother. We grew up together. Really good relationship, and he actually happened to owning a factory that does almost everything that I can have him do.
Yeah.
So he's a big help to me, and also in my early days I used to do crypto mining, and I have a partner named Steve. He helped me secure most of the sites that I worked on. So he used to be an energy broker as well. So he has a lot of connections. Really smart man. I admire him.
Yeah, shout out to Steve.
Shout out to Steve. So now he's in Miami. I think it's a pretty fun place. I've never been there actually.
Yeah.
So he introduced a friend, Carol, to us, and she's helping me with almost everything she can help with.
Yeah.
She put everything on this for me.
Maybe you need like a work trip and you can drive one of your cars all the way over there.
We do.
Right? Really enjoy.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you're working with people internationally, like how does it work for your communicating? Like, are you Skype, like Zooming at this point, or like calling each other at like odd hours because you're in different time zones? Is it emailing back and forth? Like,
so right now it's 2 p.m. Not gonna lie, I just wake up. Oh, I just wake up like 3 hours ago because I have to meet with the factories in China until almost 5 a.m. every day. So yeah.
So you're on their time actually.
I was actually on their time, and I only got 5 hour sleep per day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how does a lot of a day in the life of you working on this look like? Is it phone calls? Is it like, sending models back and forth? Like what is it like that your work day looks like?
Almost everything you said. So we do Zooms at night, circle back to our customers in the morning, a lot of signing contract. Also, a lot of designing sheet I gotta look over, tell them what to change and what to keep. Also, there's an app that we're developing so that each officers or user can access this camera on their phone. Yeah, that's it.
That's cool. And a lot of the stuff you use are like SIM cards and stuff that's compatible with other devices they would probably have, right?
Yes, so I can have my phone SIM card out, put it into this one, and it's now a phone. I can swipe TikTok with it.
Yeah.
Because it's an Android.
You can swipe TikTok on that?
I can.
There's TikTok on it. I'm sure that's what they're excited about.
Also, Facebook, LinkedIn.
Yeah. Yeah, so
whichever
on their break they can be
scrolling.
Okay. So you said there was like a humanitarian like sort of aspect to this. So it's you want to do this ultimately maybe one day to have for civilians as well, right?
Yes.
So right now in the process, where are you with getting it to the government?
Achieve that dream.
You're achieving that dream?
I'm achieving it.
Yeah.
So right now we're just focusing on government contracts, like I said. My goal is to beat the price to everyone that they can afford.
Yeah.
So right now the cost to make it plus ship it here is around $1,200. That's a lot of money for everyone. And also for the government, we had the same price actually for them. So they're willing to pay it, and they're willing to help us grow the company so that we can have cheaper in the future and just bring the joy to the people.
That's amazing. So it's going well so far.
It's going well so far.
That's great, and it's very fast turnaround, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What has been the biggest challenge in getting this together?
Well, I gotta say it's the time and the communication. because I cannot be in the factory myself. Um, Also, my partners, they have other stuff to do. They have families to take care of. So a lot of back and forth, and something that can be done in a day, we have to take a week.
So how long does it usually take? I assume you're probably getting expedient, like, used to do shipping, so you know how it works. If you want to change, how long does it take for the new model to get back to you?
If I want to change, it'll take at least 2 months for the new model, because logistic will take a month, and for the factory, anything will take them about a month for design, and I gotta look through like what they have to change.
Yeah, it's testing your patience a little bit, right? Yeah.
Kind of patient too.
Okay, yeah. And you said you haven't given it a name yet, but you do have a company name, right?
Yes, so our company is Falcon Innovative Technologies. We're not only gonna focus on the body cam, we also have plans for drones that's gonna come, I would say a couple months away from now, and we're actually working on it.
Yeah. And then when it comes to like getting this patented and everything like that, is this something you knew how to do on your own, or are you getting help from your partners, or?
I have to get help from Steve.
From Steve. Oh, Steve is
He's a great man.
Okay, that's really cool. Okay, and then you said there's drones as well that you're going to be working on.
Yes.
Can you say anything about that?
Kind of. It's for agricultural and also tactical, and that's it.
Agricultural. How does that work?
So basically, there's gonna be a tank attached to the drone. It's gonna be a huge drone, well, not like the mini ones.
Yeah.
It can help the farmers or agriculturals to spray anything they want, like seed, like fertilizers.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Do you have any advice for anyone who wants to start their own, who wants to be an entrepreneur, get their own, business going?
They should come talk to me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Looking for partners? You collaboration?
Yeah.
Oh,
sure,
that's really cool.
Definitely.
So if you could look into the future, what do you want to accomplish? I know you have this and you have your drones, and what do you want your company to become, say, 10 years from now?
Well, I want to be able to create a company that is widely known and known for something that's not ripping people off, that's helping people. Because a lot of companies, like, I'm not gonna say the names.
Yeah, no.
But they make probably their phones for $40 and they sell it for a couple thousand. I don't want to be someone like that. I want to be someone that's, I can even put money in there to let other people have the safety and the fun they want. Yeah, but also don't let me starve to death.
Oh yeah, no, that's good. Yeah, just a little bit of profit. Right?
Just a little bit of profit.
Okay. What are some other uses do you see for it in the future if they were to become available to everyday people?
For me, I have a concealed carry permit, so I feel safe to have a camera around me because there's no justice when you have a gun and you shoot people. You have a gun, you're gonna be in handcuffs.
Yeah.
And if I have this and I'm running into those situations, it can help me justify myself.
Yeah. Because just the act of having it, they don't know if it's on, they don't know if it's off. Just the act of having something is already protection, right, in itself. Yeah. Wow, that's because I remember you were saying like you wanted to create something safer, but you didn't want to give everyone guns, right?
No, yeah,
You're giving everyone a camera.
Yes.
It's a better alternative. Yeah. Okay. So also, do you think like how young is someone when it gets like released to the public? Hopefully, how young can someone be to use this? Like, do you think it's for any age?
I think it's for any age except toddlers.
So
just don't swallow anything on this.
Yeah. It's kind of like when you have a phone, right?
They have this. They can probably rip off and swallow it.
Yeah.
So probably not for toddlers.
Yeah. So I guess maybe like when you give your kids a phone, it's
something like that. I would say when the kids are getting into school, they should have this. Yeah.
That's cool. And even if it's just recording, right?
Yeah.
That's really cool.
And then supports 8 hours a day.
8 hours a day. This is school day.
School day.
Okay. So there's like so much to do. Okay. Okay. So I know that's for protection and really important things, right? But have you ever used it for fun?
I did.
Yeah. Okay. What do you have on there?
So I went to the racetrack pretty often, and I actually had this on me.
Yeah.
And for the first session, I had it misplaced. So it was up like this.
Yeah.
So I have my chin and my ceiling, I guess.
Yeah.
And I have to adjust it. It looks really well.
Yeah.
Looks really good.
That's cool. Do you take like selfies on it?
I
and
did.
like
I
put it on
did with
social
friends.
media?
Yeah.
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 Oh, that's really fun. Okay.
And also because this is my first product,
Mhm.
first prototype,
Mhm.
I cannot delete any videos.
Yeah.
It has to be uploaded to the cloud,
Uh-huh.
and whoever's in charge. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they saw all the stupid stuff I did.
Oh my goodness. And they heard it too, right?
They heard it too. It has
Yeah.
audio.
Oh my goodness. So I think I was thinking about how you said you crashed a car before and
I
like it
did.
would have worked against you at that point, right?
Kind of.
Yeah, be
but-
like, but everything
Yeah.
was there, for safety. Okay. That's really cool. Is there any place we could find maybe like your website or like your product? Like where can we catch up with you?
Yes. So our website is falconinnovativetechnologies.com. Please check it out.
Mhm.
We have a lot of projects
Yeah.
that imaginary project
Yeah.
that will be uploaded on there.
Yeah, invest. You're looking for partners. Okay, it was so lovely to talk to you, Tommy.
Yeah,
Thank
too.
you so much. It was so cool. We've never had anyone bring in a product like this and show us what they made like this. So best of luck.
Thank you.
Yeah, and check out their work. Oh, how did you get the name Falcon?
So I was actually thinking of various names. I like animals.
Mhm.
I think they're all really cute.
Yeah.
And we have to make something that's sharp that can catch anything they see,
Yeah.
which is the falcon.
Yeah.
And innovative technology, the first letter is fit. We want to make it fit, and we want to
Okay.
make it sharp.
Oh, yeah, that's amazing. I'm glad I asked. Okay, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being here, and we hope
you.
you stick around for more.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks for your time.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.